All right, we should be live. And so welcome and hello to everybody who is watching. All right, gonna mute that on the Facebook there for me so I can keep up with comments now. We just launched, so we're gonna talk about Black Friday today. We're gonna maybe get some opinions. People in the comments might tell us how they feel about Black Friday. And today I hope that we learn what it is, how it started, and maybe why it's bad, okay? Maybe it's good, maybe parts of it are useful for shoppers, but also it's not all good, right? So we're gonna enjoy that. And welcome there, Anwar, first comment there, so glad to have you here. And of course, we are going to give away some stuff today. So we're going to give away 2 weeks. If you're new to our live, or if you've never tried us, we'd love to have you come check us out for 2 weeks. And so we're going to give away 2 weeks at the end of this live. So pay attention, because there will be a quiz and there is a prize there. So let's see. I'm here with Ulfa. Ulfa, how are things going over at Megrine today?
Well, hello, everyone. So today we have a social club and complementary class. So we have a lot of students, and you can just come to Megrine. And you can come to our social clubs and complementary classes. And it's really fun. So.
All right, great, good, glad to have, let's see, Rania here in the comments as well, saying good evening, and Anwar, yes, good to have you with us. So let's start off with a simple question. Do you have Black Friday in Tunisia? You can answer that in the comments, and maybe Ulfa, you can give your thoughts. Do you have Black Friday? Are you comfortable with it, used to it? Do you know what it is?
Yes, but it's not really like official thing, but yes, we do have it, but it's not very common. So.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like a sale. Maybe some people choose to participate in it and some people choose not to. But yeah, so it's the idea is there.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but not like in the US. Still not like in the US. It's not like really very popular.
Yeah, so it's a really big thing in the United States, and there's definitely a lot of controversy around it. You can go search on the internet and you can find videos of people getting in fights in big stores like Walmart because they want to buy something. It's only this cheap on one day of the year, so it's Black Friday. And so there's lots of history about it. And so I thought I would start with some facts. So Thursday is normally the fourth Thursday of November is normally our Thanksgiving. And so the Friday after Thanksgiving is the day that people start shopping for Christmas presents. So Christmas presents are a really big deal. You got to have good presents for your kids to have a good Christmas. So Americans are always looking, as soon as Thanksgiving's done, it's time to shop. And so the history of Black Friday was on one year where the last Thursday in Thanksgiving was coming late. Okay, it was so late, and that meant there would be less time to shop for Christmas presents. And so people complained to the President of the United States.
Wow.
Okay. All right. More or less. Yes, they complained to Franklin Roosevelt in 1939, and they said, please make Thanksgiving on the fourth Thursday, not the fifth Thursday. And since then, we've always had Thanksgiving on the fourth Thursday of November instead of the last Thursday. And that's why we have Black Friday. So there you go.
So that means that the Thanksgiving is around the corner. It's going to be 2 days from now.
That's exactly right.
So this Thursday. Yeah.
And so after people have dinner with their families and they get to see everybody, then The next day they all go shopping, and all of those crazy things that you see on the internet, those videos of people fighting for TVs and things, happen right after we all have dinner together as a family. It's a very interesting contrast. So yeah, I think it's controversial for a lot of reasons. Many people love to go shopping because they want to get something nice for their children, and the prices really are very, very low. So maybe it's a difference of 25%, sometimes 50%. And the average American spends, I think, about $1,000 on Black Friday because it's so much cheaper to buy things on that day. So you're looking at lots of people spending about $1,000. And that's why all the stress is there, because people know if they don't buy it today, they can't have it. They can't afford it. It's going to be too difficult to find.
Okay, so many people in the USA will camp outside the shops to ensure they are the first customers into the store on Black Friday. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for me, I think that's also, there's two reasons people do that. One is for a good price, but usually that's when a product doesn't have, there's not a lot of supply. So we always talk about supply and demand. There's a lot of demand for the new phone that's coming out, but there's only so many phones. And so people wait to make sure they get one. And because, for example, if your child has been asking for a present for 6 months and you don't get it on Christmas, it's a really sad thing. You don't want to miss that, right? So you've got to find a way to wait in line for this thing. Now, there's other people who wait in line and then they try to sell this thing for a higher price. And so they're trying to make money doing it, which sometimes is illegal. It's called scalping. But yes, there's lots of reasons. There's lots of people standing in line. But it's only been the biggest shopping day of the year since 2001. So it's not this, 200-year-old American tradition. It's maybe 20 years, 30 years it's been popular. So, of course, when products aren't available, I think lines are more logical. We can understand them more. What do you think?
Sorry?
Would you wait in line for a product if
No, for me, no.
You wouldn't?
I
Even
will
if
not
you
do that. No,
what?
even if I do really like to buy that thing, I will never do it.
Okay.
So it feels like a madness for me. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. There you go.
Yes, because I
Yeah.
know, for example, that since 2006, so there have been, I think, around 7 deaths as a result of the Black Friday hysteria, right?
Yeah. And hi there, Miriam, joining us in the comments. Yeah. And this is great. Yeah. So there have been deaths that have happened maybe because of people getting trampled or something. And that happens also at concerts. That happens at all sorts of places where you have lots of people. But what I think, and I don't know if it's true, but I think if you're careful and you choose the right place and you're, don't go alone, it's usually probably pretty safe. Yeah,
Yes.
usually. But yeah, so, and hello there, Yusra, as well. What do you guys think? If you, so you in the comments, for example, if there was a new phone coming out and you had to wait in line for 6 hours overnight from midnight to 6 in the morning to get it, and if you didn't wait, you couldn't ever get it, would you wait in line for it? Would you do it? Or would you say, no, I'll just let the other crazy people who really want it stand in line? What would you do? Okay, so Mohammed says it's consumerism. Yes, it is. It is consumerism. But I also think a lot of those people just want to make their kids happy. Of course, that's not the only way to make people happy, but some of them have a good intentions there, and so it's not 100% selfishness, but it is maybe materialist. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thought. You can certainly watch videos if you want, see these people fighting and all these things. It's actually been expanded to many countries. So many countries are doing the same thing now. And so then also I would mention that Black Friday is becoming extinct. So I'm reading this from a BBC article that I'll post in the comments there. And what's interesting is people have started to make it maybe starting from November. It's all Black Friday. Some companies have tried to sell things starting on Thanksgiving Day, which is really not cool, if you ask me, because now it's a holiday. You're supposed to be with your family and everyone's on their phones looking for the sale. What's going to be on sale? What's the price going to be? And should we go get it? So what do you think about that, Ulfa? You know, here's my holiday. I'm supposed to eat with my family, and now I've got all these companies trying to sell me things.
So yes, I agree with you. So I think it's not really something that is it's not something good, because we need to have time for our families, and it's about the celebration, because we're turning it into material thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about consuming and buying things, and so it's about, let's say, the value of the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And of course, we have to ask, why are we celebrating Thanksgiving? It's to be thankful for what we have, not to think about the things we don't have or the things we want. And so it's very, it's like it's taking over this idea of being thankful. It's unhealthy. It's not good. And I think one of the greatest things that happened to Black Friday is something called Cyber Monday. Do you know what Cyber Monday is?
Yes, it's the Monday after Black Friday, right? So it's about, let me remember, I have read about it.
Well, yeah, it's basically the e-commerce version of Black Friday with a lot of sales the Monday after Black Friday.
It's about it's related to IT companies, right?
Amazon
Basically,
was a big pusher of it, and Walmart. So yeah, a lot of tech companies were behind it. Yeah, and it's a great way for those of us who want to spend time with our families. We can say, no, I'm not going to do Black Friday, but I'll still maybe look for something on Monday and buy something
online.
So yeah, we also have something in English called an impulse buy. Okay, this is very important. An impulse buy. Do you know what an impulse buy is, Olfa?
No.
All right, so an impulse is kind of like a reaction or something you do without thinking. So I see this thing I've never seen before, and it's got a really good price. It's 50% off, okay? It was $200, now it's $100, and now I'm going to buy it.
Even if I don't need it.
Yes, and I didn't know what it was 5 minutes ago, but now that I see it's 50% off and I think it's a good chance to bite, I'll take it. So yeah, that's called an impulse buy, and that's why a lot of people spend more money than they should on these Black Friday sales. So yeah, that's an impulse buy. But thankfully, Black Friday is going away slowly due to things like Cyber Monday, Black Friday expanding to just November in general. And I think people also are starting to realize that Thanksgiving is not about just what we can get, but what we have. So that's really important. But you would see on average people wait for 2 to 3 hours to get a good deal. So the average person would wait that long on Black Friday.
Well, 2 hours is not a big deal, but 4 to it's gonna be like really, I think, waste of time. Not just win something, but you're gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna wait for something for 5 hours.
Okay, nothing, not even a phone, not even a new TV. Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing is worth that long. Okay, waiting in line.
I
Good.
can spend it. You can spend it, for example, with your family. Have fun with them instead of waiting for 5 hours for something material.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And if you ask Americans or Canadians about their Thanksgiving traditions, you'll find there's a lot of other great things people do. For example, we all get together, we play a football game, or we watch different football games throughout the day. We eat turkey. We do a million great things as a family, and so we don't have this need to go buy a bunch of new stuff. But what you'll find is the majority of American families want to make Christmas amazing, and so they will do whatever they need to do to make it amazing, and that's why we have all of the insanity that we do. So we don't have a special Black Friday deal right now, but what we do have is we're going to give away 2 weeks to someone who can answer a question. And so reading these comments here, Rania says it's a lack of consciousness to be able to just go there and wait in line for this thing. Yes, Muhammad says it's a 21st century myth. And yes, lots of different reasons not to kind of fall into that materialistic thinking. But maybe there's some good in it. So certainly, if you know what you need, you can plan ahead to buy the right thing when you find it on sale. But what is it called when you see something and it looks good and you don't know what it is and you buy it quickly? What do we call that? I mentioned it a few times, and whoever answers that right in the comments would win 2 weeks, a free scholarship with Wall Street English for 2 weeks. And come and try us out.
That's so exciting. I think this is worth it, not staying in line for 4 hours to buy something.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Good. Good. Sounds like an interesting play there, Mohammed. All right. But yes, what is it called if I just see something and I buy it without thinking? What is that called? Okay, good, Miriam. Yes, an impulse buy. And there's Rania coming in as well with right after. So there you are, Miriam. And good to see you there. And congratulations for winning our Black Friday quiz. And we'll make sure to get in touch with you about that 2 weeks. So wonderful. Well, any other questions, comments, thoughts about Black Friday? We'll stay here for just a minute. Feel free to put some thoughts in the comments there. We'll read them out. And yes, as Rania said, congratulations to Mariam for winning the quiz there. I thought about asking what president changed the day of Thanksgiving, but I thought that might be a little difficult. So that one, if anyone wants to answer for bonus points, they can. What was the president that they said, please change Thanksgiving for us? Okay, that one, if you're watching, that's Eisenhower. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, not Eisenhower, FDR, Roosevelt. But there you go. All right, Miriam, congratulations again. Thanks, Olfa, for joining us. I hope you have a great rest of your evening there in Megrine.
Thank you so much.
All right, I've got a few. Yes, an impulse purchase or an impulse buy there, Mohammed. Great. Got a few more classes going on this evening, so I'll get to those. And want to say thanks all of you for watching, and wherever you are, maybe you can find a Black Friday deal this holiday season that doesn't tear into your family time. Okay, we'll try and find something like that. All right, thanks all, and we'll catch you next time.
See you soon again. Thank you.
Right. Catch you later, Olfa.
Bye.
Bye.